The Culture Xperience. The Culture Xperience.
You're listening to The Culture Xperience with Mel Bruce. I'm Mel Tillar, your host, and I'm thrilled to be with you today. Our special guest is Judge Jasmine Lilly-Spells. She is the incumbent of District Court 23. Judge, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure to be able to speak with you and to connect with your listeners. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to discuss myself, discuss what's important to them, and discuss my re-election campaign. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
All right, I love that. Let's get right to it. Why should people vote for you again?
Absolutely. So 5 years ago, I started this journey when my grandma encouraged me to become a judge. And originally, what drove me to practice law was the death of my cousin when I was 16 years old. I became an attorney and I defended all of our constitutional rights for over a decade. And seeing that, I wanted to be in the courtroom and give another perspective so that we have a wealth of diversity on the bench, diversity of thought, diversity of upbringing, socioeconomic status, things of that nature. Over the past 5 years, I have created a courtroom where people are heard and listened to, and my judgments have been sound. My philosophy is compassion, integrity, and accountability. Compassion to recognize that every decision I make affects individuals, humans, businesses, and it's not just the people in the courtroom, but it can be citizens. And so that's important to recognize the humanity of them. Integrity to apply the law without bias, fairly to the facts of the case in front of me. And accountability to following the rule of law, and also accountability to the voters who have elected me there. So I've done that over the past 5 years. My record speaks for itself, and I'm asking that you continue to support me in this endeavor.
All right, let's talk about a little bit about your record. What have you accomplished? What are you most proud of? And give me 2 examples.
Thank you. So I'm most proud of the work that I did when I was presiding over the Veterans Treatment Court, which is a rehabilitation court focused on veterans who have found themselves in the criminal justice system. And in that program, I was able to collaborate with a team of individuals, counselors, advocates, and the veterans themselves to kind of fix the root issue, whether that be mental health or substance abuse or PTSD for their time in the service. And throughout that, we were able to restore lives and get people reconnected with their families and to restore those relationships that they had broken. That's something that I'm extremely proud of, because ultimately people are returning to being productive citizens, and we've been able to fix the issues so that they can move forward. Additionally, I've done a bunch of work, whether it's being a volunteer truancy judge with children, or sitting on the bench, or being engaged and a member of our education community. So I think one of the things that I'm most proud of is just remaining in the community, because it's very important to me that I'm in community, I'm speaking with our citizens so that I understand what's important to them. That way, when I'm on the bench, I'm not isolated, and I can recognize the decisions that ultimately shape our citizens and do what's right.
Every job comes with challenges. What are your greatest challenges as judge of District Court 23?
Definitely. So the largest challenge is, one, our caseload is extremely high. I am reviewing and hearing up to 100 cases per week. In addition to that, sometimes I'm on search warrant duty. We have a number of duties, signing orders, and like I said, being in the public and being accessible to individuals. So that is a challenge, to ensure that we are getting those cases in timely, because justice delayed can be justice denied. The other challenge is ensuring that there's a balance struck in. So one individual shouldn't be punished or seen by the one bad thing they've done in their life, because it's not the total sum of the individual. So the same thing, we shouldn't just characterize someone by the best thing they've done in their life. So I have a unique ability and a unique requirement that I am balancing the actions of an individual in criminal court, looking at the relationship with the victim and the effect on the victim, considering public safety, considering fiscal responsibility, considering each individual that's going to be affected, if it's a business or otherwise. And so being able to balance those things and render a decision that is fair and in accordance with the law is sometimes difficult, but it is required, and I'm committed to continue to do so.
A lot of folks can't afford attorneys and end up representing themselves. So how do you make sure that self-represented people are heard and understood?
That's an excellent question. One of the things that I do is I keep a list of resources. And so when I have self-represented litigants come in, I cannot give them advice. I'm not allowed to, but I can definitely point them towards the agencies that can assist them. We have Legal Aid of Southern Nevada. We have Nevada Legal Services. And two of those two agencies assist people in civil cases where they wouldn't normally get an attorney. And often they do so for free or very, very low cost. And so if we can get them the help that they need without them having to pay that cost, then that assists them, and it assists the courts because the attorneys are more familiar with the process and the procedure, and everyone feels more comfortable. When that can't happen, I walk them through the procedure of it, and I make sure that if they have any questions, they're being answered. I don't speed up. I make sure that they have an opportunity to speak, an opportunity to be heard, and if they need additional time to complete paperwork, then I grant them that grace and maybe extend the time that's permitted for them to be able to respond, or give them some time to hire an attorney if that's feasible for them.
Let's talk about judicial philosophy. Are you more focused on strict application of the law, individualized justice, rehabilitation, or something else?
My judicial philosophy centers around compassion, integrity, and accountability. We need to understand that while the courtroom is a space where people are often scared of, it shouldn't be. It's the people's courtroom. Every decision that I make is going to affect not just the people in front of me, it's going to affect their immediate families. It's going to affect potentially more citizens, larger businesses, all of the employees, neighborhoods. And so I think it's important to have that compassion, just to understand that it's people in front of me. It's businesses in front of me. It's not things and it's not numbers.
This is your Financialism Minute, where we turn everyday thinking into wealth building habits. Today's financialism principle: pay yourself first. Just like on an airplane, they tell you put your mask on first before helping everybody else. Your finances work the same way.
You're listening to the Culture Xperience with Mel Bruce. I'm Mel Tillar, your host. I am thrilled to be with you today. You are going to love today's guest. Her name is Alexis Hill, and she is the candidate for governor of the state of Nevada. Alexis, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Mel. I'm excited to be here.
I am thrilled to have you on board. You're running for the most important spot, the most important office in the state, an office that holds a lot of power. So let me start out by asking you this question. Why should we trust you?
A great question. Yes, the Nevada governor position does have a lot of power, and our current governor is completely underutilizing it, which is one of the reasons that Nevada is in so much trouble right now, and we're facing such difficult economic headwinds. If we had a governor who really wanted to put Nevadans first and protect us during this very difficult time, I think we wouldn't be in such a situation with the highest unemployment in the state. But I have been a county commissioner. This will be my second term as a county commissioner, and I've been working in local government for almost 2 decades. I have a real passion for serving our community. I love this state, and I have been watching this state, even as a child, underfund every essential service that we could possibly invest in. As a kid, I used to walk to school, and I didn't have a sidewalk on many parts of my walk. I'd be in the street or on the dirt. And that really pissed me off. And I asked my parents, what can I do about this? And they said, go to the city council. I went there and they said, oh, you're so sweet, but they didn't do anything about it. And it made me realize government can make your life better or it can make your life worse. And it really made me want to serve my community. And that's what I've been doing. And I've been constantly frustrated by the state. We have a legislature that meets every 2 years for 120 days. They don't get enough work done for the people. And we have a governor who is really bowing down to Trump. And while Trump is destroying our economy, and we need a governor who puts Nevadans first and really supports working people. I'm a mom, and I feel like when we need a governor who lives in the everyday, who understands how expensive childcare is, who really cares about our public schools, who just lives with everyday Nevadans and wants to make our lives better. That's what I'm all about.
You've mentioned Nevada first a couple of times. What does that look like under your administration?
I feel like we want to solve all of our economic woes as a state with how can we find a billionaire to come into, or trillionaire, when we're talking about Elon Musk, to come into our community and invest in our community and create new jobs. And it hasn't always worked for us going that route. We still find ourselves, again, with the worst economy in the United States. And we should really be investing in our people. It's so cynical to think that we can just bring in a billionaire and they're going to invest in all of us when we really could be supporting our childcare system, our K through 12 education, public education system, our university systems, our adult education, to really get Nevadans on a better track, to ensure that we have a workforce that companies from all over the world will want to invest in, to ensure that we invest in our local economy, that we are investing in our small businesses. When we invest in ourselves, we thrive. And the reason that Nevada is always on the precipice of a major economic downturn is because we do not have enough state general funds to really invest in our basic services. When we do that, then our economy is so much more balanced and can survive these dips and turns. And we can still be a low tax state. I'm not suggesting that we do an income tax. I want us, or tax the working Nevadan. We already pay enough. I want us to tax the billionaires and the corporations who are not paying their fair share to be in this state.
You just released an economic development plan. In that economic development plan, you talk about modernizing the state revenue. What does that mean?
That means that Nevada hasn't done a major tax overhaul since I was a kid. And typically what we like to do is make changes on the current income streams. So you and I pay some of the highest gas taxes in the United States. We pay some of the highest vehicle registration in the United States, and we pay some of the highest sales tax in the United States. So all of the taxes, when the legislature is looking at trying to fill a hole, they tax you and me. And I'm talking about taxing the difficult things. I'm talking about taxing real wealth that is in our state who are not paying their fair share. These are the corporations and the billionaires. And these are loopholes that they have been able to get away with because we have refused to do a major modernization. I'll just give you two quick examples. We know that corporate ownership of homes is a huge problem in this state.
Yes.
We've seen some policies where politicians are saying, we want to restrict the number of homes that you can buy. Well, that's certainly a fine policy, but it's too late. We already know that a quarter to half of the homes in Clark County are corporately owned. So we can't turn back that dial. Excuse me. We can instead look at taxing these folks properly. They're only paying 9% more as a business every year. We should look at a higher tax rate for corporate ownership of homes. Or You see those Amazon vehicles driving around in your neighborhood delivering goods. They're EVs. It's not because Jeff Bezos loves the environment. It's because he doesn't want to pay gas tax. And we don't tax EVs in this state. So I'm also asking to tax for corporate EVs. I think there are a lot of ways that we can fill the hole and invest in Nevadans and actually come out in the positive.
To hear the full interview and all of our bonus content, visit our YouTube channel, The Culture Xperience with Mel and Bruce. And don't forget, hit those buttons, subscribe, share, and like.
Hello. I have something that I'd like to share with you. You might already know it because it is history. And I think it's important for everyone to know this, whether you are Black or white or considered yellow or red. I almost said race, but you know something? There's only one race, the human race. In fact, every single person alive on this planet are related to a Black woman whose bones and DNA have been studied. She lived about 200,000 years ago in South Africa, in a place that we call Botswana. So, hello, cousin.
New news with Downtown Bruce. Las Vegas Black Film Festival, April 23rd through the 26th, 2026. The culture is on full display right here in Las Vegas. Hey, shout out to Miss Michelle and the 13th annual Las Vegas Black Film Festival, creating a powerful platform for filmmakers, actors, and storytellers, bringing real narratives to the big screen. Now, this is bigger than a film. This is about representation, creativity, and ownership of stories. If you're a filmmaker, submit. If you're a creative, connect. And if you love the culture, show up and support. Las Vegas continue to grow as a hub for Black excellence in film, business, and community. And this festival is a major part of the movement. Hey, tap in, be present, and support the culture. This is Downtown Bruce.
You're listening to The Culture Xperience with Mel and Bruce. I'm Mel Tillar, your host. I'm thrilled to be with you today. Ladies and gentlemen, my very special guest today is Dr. Christina Thomas. She is the founder and president of the Veterans Advocacy Council, CDC. Chris, welcome to the show.
Peace, love, and light, everyone. I'm so grateful to see you. I know I can't see everyone, but I can feel them in spirit. I'm so uplifted to be here, blessed and highly favored to have this conversation.
Well, a great conversation we are going to have. We're going to talk about the Veterans Advocacy Council. Please tell us exactly what that is.
Well, I can give you a little back history. I was a peer elected, congressionally mandated council, originally as Southern Nevada Veterans Mental Health Advisory Council that had been in place after the opioid epidemic. We had a lot of veterans, and I was one of those veterans. And one of the roles was to have a living experience to be able to lead and to have graduated out of the whole health program. Before it was whole health, I was a research patient. And I'll get into my story where I ended up having 20 plus years as a research patient in an integrative health approach to where my entire life was dedicated in rehabilitation and recovery. So after I came home and after my incidents, I had an opportunity. Many veterans don't, mainly because life is lifing and they have to go to work, or they may not have the capability. They may be in a region they don't have access to that care. I was piloted out of this very highly funded and very well thought out program in Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. And the University of Utah happened to have the providers that were providing it, and they had shipped in from all over the world these amazing practitioners and doctors and providers. And I was going through one end of evidence-based therapy to the other, And so you do that and you can get a living experience of a PhD in healing. But I'm also Black Indigenous, so it's a beautiful thing for me to actually incorporate my own naturopathic and homeopathic ways and applying the foraging and more of the herbalism that I believe in and that I have been doing in my life. But this time, because of my recovery, I got to do something a little different with mind and body, became a mind body certified practitioner where I ended up helping a lot of veterans that were like me. Fast forward, they said, hey, why don't you do this for the council? So I said, okay, why not? And so I got into it. They had seen that I had done a story for military sexual trauma, MST, post-traumatic stress disorder, at the Veterans, at the Congressional Black Caucus Veterans Brain Trust to discuss the nuances in DC during the Congressional Black Caucus of what was happening at the time. It was a surge of African American women that were enlisting, and at the same time, equally, this high rate of military sexual trauma, and it was giving rape culture. So I came in as a speaker with leaders across this entire nation to sit on a panel and talk about the living experience. So this region here found out about said advocacy and that lobby type work and asked me to lead it in more of a grassroots effort to teach the VA and the community what it takes to heal, because I went through a program most of the nation didn't even know about because it was only a pilot. So I began to teaching and building community. I got here in 2015. I was elected in 2020. 2019 is when I had the conversations. They elected me 2020. I started with understanding that there was a lot of missing pieces when it came to the community's understanding of mental health and the community's lack of cultural competence to the military culture.
Yes. So listen, you're talking about healing. You're talking about your grand experience. This is fantastic, wonderful information. Give me a story. Tell me about your greatest success in helping heal someone else.
Well, I will never give credit in healing someone else, but I will be a vessel whenever needed. So I always give that to my creator. I wish, that we could all, manifest what is within us to heal thyself without someone coming along to hold a mirror up. But the reality is we need each other in intersectionality. I save lives every day. So every day I can't pick one. Every day there's someone that calls that needs a helping hand, whether it's in, I don't want to live anymore because I don't have a home, or I don't want to live anymore because I'm in debt, or I don't want to live anymore because I can't get these nightmares out my head, or my wife left me. I'm a complex case manager. So every day is a day that I get to celebrate life with someone. I think the one person that, if I could say the person that got saved, it would be me. I reversed 45 line items of chronic and terminal diseases by learning how to heal and do it appropriately. I've had 60 surgeries and procedures. So I like to say that I am my greatest gift that I've had in this work. I started this work because there were too many gaps in care. And when I got here, this is a medical desert. As I began to go out there, I didn't have anywhere to heal. So I had to go back to school to become certified in many different avenues in mind-body medicine and coaching and health and wellness, and certified in plant medicine, certified in cannabis care, certified in all of these avenues because this region lacked all of the areas. So I had to do those things for myself. And then I had to go back and create a business and say, I'll teach you. Because I can't teach 250,000 veterans and then the millions of other citizens that are here because they don't have it, but I can provide a different avenue of support. And I do want to say, even though I do like Moon, I have a service dog. I have a lot that goes on into the perspective of what's happening, and I don't know if I have more than others' situations, but I do know I am one of many different situations. And I would like to say we're all the same, and we need the proper civil liberties, human rights to care, to support, to inclusivity after we serve. I know a lot of people are like, but Chris, you're an exception. Yes, I am a second generation Agent Orange, so my care is very different. I'm in 3 different states. I'm also not able to have regular care that other people have because of the nuance of my condition.
News with Downtown Bruce. In March, we recognize and celebrate the women who lead, build, create, and uplift our communities every single day, from entrepreneurs and professionals to mothers, mentors, and leaders. Women continue to shape culture, drive success, and inspire the next generation here in Las Vegas and beyond. We honor your strength, your vision, and your impact. This is more than a recognition. This is more than Women's Month. This is appreciation. To all the women making a difference, we see you, we appreciate you, and we celebrate you. From Downtown Bruce and the Culture Xperience, celebrate the culture.
I'm Mel Tillar, along with my partner in crime, Mr. Bruce Milam Jr., aka Las Vegas Bruce. We host the Culture Xperience with Mel and Bruce, where we celebrate, inspire, and inform the culture. Tune in every 4th Sunday at 9 a.m. for the Culture Xperience with Mel and Bruce right here on 91.5 Jazz and more. Or through the KUNV mobile app, or listen to past shows wherever you get your podcast.
The Culture Xperience. The Culture Xperience. 4th Sunday of the month. I know what to do. Turn my radio on to 91.5. Mel and Bruce will take me on a ride. The Culture Xperience. 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 91.5. The Culture Xperience. This is the best radio show. Mel and Bruce give me all the news. They talk about politics and social issues too. Turn my radio on to 91.